What's up, subscribers out there? What's up today? Today we got a hot topic for you.
What's happening?
Mr. Hopkins with me, man. We running through this hot topic, man. We got a video that been circulating on the internet, and it's actually on polygamy. Whoa. And we're actually gonna learn another word that we didn't know today. Is what's the other word, man? Polyandry. So yeah, that's our topic today. That's gonna be our topic. Polygamy and polyandry in Black America. All the subscribers out there, man, this is a hot one. We want y'all to subscribe. Get in the chat. Tell us what you think about these topics. We try to touch on some things that not necessarily being touched on anywhere else. So we in this thing. We doing it. Y'all gonna enjoy it. We're gonna start off. We're gonna play a little of this video first, and then we want to see what you think about it. What you think about this particular video. So we're about to move on and play this video right here. So and.
How's that, family? It's Queen Ariana. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about polygamy and why I think it will heal the Black community. It will be a catalyst in healing, like I said, the Black community. YouTuber. She's,
so, I guess fairly popular YouTuber.
Polygamy.
And she has some views
polygamy is when a man has more than one wife. Okay, and this is the natural order of the African family structure. However, being taken away from our home, and after 500 years of the most brutal torture, slavery, and inhumane treatment that the inhumane gave us, that's been broken all apart. Okay, so why would polygamy heal the Black community? One, it would heal the sisterhood. A lot of the sisters would walk around with attitudes with other sisters because they look at their sisters as competition instead of as family. Well, if I'm not having the mindset that my man belongs to me and only me, then I don't mind being around my sisters. I don't have that competitive nature with my sisters. I'm not already stank-faced with my sister just because she might walk by my man and she's pretty and he might notice her, or she looked at my man for a second. Okay, especially with you sisters with men that are just really attractive and everything, and you just think everybody's trying to go for your man. I mean, at this point, we don't really have the luxury to have one man to ourselves. We're at war. A lot of our men are locked up, so a lot of the children are out here. So it would be selfish to continue to get with this monogamy shit, okay? It's selfish on our behalf. I understand that that's a taught behavior. We've been indoctrinated in the system, but it's selfish because it leaves the kids with single mother households, and a lot of us know what these single mother households do. You see your mother working hard by herself your whole life, you know what I'm saying? And that mindset kind of messes you up. It's imbalanced because when you're in a single parent household, the parents got to be both of the parents, which is unnatural to that parent, whatever it was, a man or woman. It's unnatural to have to carry out both jobs, both roles for your children. Okay, it brings the mother out of balance. It brings the children out of balance. And so polygamy would help with the children. Okay, and that's what's most important right now. Not how you feel about your man. Not about you and whatever. But what's important right now is the children. And for the children's sake, we need to be connecting households. Not only that, but polygamy builds strong empires. Okay, you have to think of marriage as a business arrangement. Okay. We didn't just marry for love. If anything, you can look at somebody's chart and tell if y'all gonna be able to love each other. Okay, so natal chart, that is. So when it comes to a polygamous marriage or whatever and building an empire, you have these multiple wives. Each wife has a different specialty. Everyone's different, right? Everyone's good at something else, okay, that some people aren't. So let's say I'm a creative, so I can teach the kids collectively, all of me and my sister wives, let's say if I was in a polygamous marriage, I would teach them I could teach them how to make jewelry. I could teach them this and that. I could teach them decoupage and how to work with furniture and sanding and tiling. I could teach them a lot of hands-on stuff, right? Well, let's say you have this my sister wife, and she knows meta nature. I don't know meta nature. She could teach our kids meta nature. So now all our kids are learning these creative things. Now they're learning the meta nature. Okay, we have another sister wife, and she's the bomb at vegan cooking. Okay, she is the bomb at vegan cooking. Now she's teaching them how to cook vegan, and now our kids are getting that vegan cooking. They're getting that meta nature, and they're getting that creativity. Do you see where I'm going with this? So all the kids, and remember, whatever kids are learning when they're little, it becomes second nature to them. So if a kid is learning these things when they're small, when they're older, they're pro at it. Okay, they're pro, and it's easy to them. So so now you're building children that are going to be so multifaceted and so intelligent and so well-rounded that there's nowhere to go from here but up. Also, when it comes to, because also monogamy was more rare than polyandry, and polyandry is when the woman has more than one husband. Let me give you an instance where polyandry would work. So you have a polygamous household. She's got let's say there's five wives. There's five wives, and I'm not going to say that the king in the situation is, I'm not going to say he's lacking of funds, but maybe they want to expand. They want to expand, and they want to get somebody with, they want to really build up their empire, and maybe they want some land or something else. Well, there's a king that's been looking at one of your queens or whatever, and he's got resources. He's He's trying to build. Boom. So now you can connect those two households with that one woman married to both the man and married to this king and that king. Okay. So, and like I said, that was it was more rare to be monogamous than have polyandry back in the day. You know, we weren't with all this sexual shaming and all that, and sexual exploitation. We use sex for what it's for, energy purposes and creating gods. So let me see, is there anything else I need to go over? Yeah, I mean, just think about the households. You know, you guys, sister, you don't have to, the work's not always on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in a marriage and living with, still living with the father of my children, and sometimes it can't get, and I only have 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? I want 10 of them mugs. Okay. But yeah, you can kind of get bogged down. But just think, if you have sisters to help you around the house, you know what I'm saying? You got sisters to talk to. You have sisters that are going through the same things that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? We got to build this sisterhood, sisters. We got to get over this one man, one woman monogamous bullshit, because it's not helping us right now. Right now, like I said, we're in time of war. A lot of our men are gone. They're in jail or they're getting killed. Okay, and that's the reality of the situation. That's the reality of our situation. We are at war, whether we realize it or not. And with that, I'm just going to end with, I hope you have lots of love, light, and positive energy. I hope you're opening your mind, expanding your mind, whatever, okay? So. Black power, family, black power. We are the man.
So, Mr. Hopkins, man, what do you think about this this young lady and her points on polygamy and polyandry?
I mean, she has some very valid points. When you address the low number of options as far as male counterparts, from either being in jail, death, and in America, particularly because, you know, we have a very low percentage of Black Americans in America, and for those reasons alone, you know, it's a reason to at least think about it, you know, with an open mind as to what's happening. And I think it's an open way of addressing what's going on. You know, I don't think necessarily it's a good thing. I don't think necessarily it's a good thing. Let me say that. But I will say, you know, that's one of the better ideas that I've heard, because I haven't heard many as to address how do we stop and how do we love each other better and how do we, you know, build our villages other than government assistance. That's one of the best ideas, but I just don't think it's from the other side playing devil's advocate, I don't think that because of how so many black people are indebted into the into the
European way of
Christian
thinking.
the
Or you Christian?
European Christianity. Let me not
Which
say that. Let me just say the
don't say Christianity.
no,
Don't say Christianity.
no. I'm and
You
you
say,
know why
oh,
I'm
okay.
going.
Now, if you could, okay,
No,
go ahead,
no,
go ahead.
no. Let me say this. Let me say this. You know why I'm going to say this, because I believe that everyone who's a Christian doesn't understand what being a Christian is. Everyone who's a Christian doesn't understand the history of what Christians are. So there's a difference in having a faith in something you don't believe and having a knowledge of history of what you believe. There's a two big differences.
Hmm.
So if people had less faith and more knowledge, they would understand, that this has been practiced we
Thousands of
can
years.
for thousands of years.
Hmm.
This was the known practice since civilization, you know. So it's not something that's too far fetched. It's just some people choose to just live off the faith, and some people choose to live off the history. You know,
Okay, well, as far as me, definitely, I don't see how you could see it any other way. I'm not necessarily what you say is a big, I guess, polygamy or an polyandry advocate, but I do have an I wonder why it is illegal. Like it's so many things that because it's in the Bible. If all of our laws were based off the Bible and things, it was like Solomon had hundreds of wives, and it was a lot of people
right,
in there. Abraham, realistically, Abraham had several wives. And that's how we got to supposedly how we got to different races. So. I just don't. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think he should be going to jail. I think we saw something, but I think that guy went to jail for something different. But I don't think you should be going to jail for this, uh, especially if we say that we're a Christian country, which we're definitely heading towards taking off. Uh, God, we trust off to everything, and it's a lot of lawsuits going on. There's, taking man and woman out of marriage, and as far as in the law, so that it could be anyone or whatever. But we're doing everything, and then polygamy still has this negative connotation. Like we are in a society where thousands of years polygamy was practiced, homosexuality was frowned upon, and now we've made a complete 360 where polygamy is frowned upon, and homosexuality is the norm and what should be done. I don't have a one way or other. You do whatever you want to do with your body, but
right,
as far as you can't break it down. It's nothing that you can. I don't even know where the perspective is that you come from to say that something is wrong with polygamy. And most women out there, to all the women out there, um, um, well, this sister Anya, she has several videos and stuff that are going on over this topic and other topics. But what seems to be misunderstood is that men run it. Like polygamy is run by a woman. You can't, nobody know that, and you can't. If the woman doesn't okay, your other wife or your next wife or whatever, then it's not okay. It's a business contract just like it is with anything else. I don't see why it could not work here, and I don't see why it's illegal. So I mean that I would really guess probably should go in and see further on how it got to the point that it was illegal, which I have not researched on that or whatever. But and this is it seems like it's a topic that's not going away. I hear it a lot, and I wanted to make sure that we touched on it in through this or whatever, through our media form. Um, I definitely could see the financial benefits because let's be realistic. It's a lot of women and men that are living a polygamous lifestyle, but they lying about it. They're lying
Right.
about it. It's men taking care of two households. And it's women that's got several men giving taking care of them. So I mean, like, that's your polygamy and polyandry right there. It's constantly going on. We just don't want to, organize it. And so, me, if we can, I just feel like if two men can marry, uh, you know, I think three people can marry. I just don't see three, four, whatever it is. I don't see what is the big deal in it, and how, most of the things that just are against the law. You can see how they destroy the society. I don't see how this destroys society. This is a very interesting look here. All of y'all are out there, YouTube land, everywhere. Hit me up. Tell me what you think about this. Do you think it should be legal? Think it shouldn't be illegal? Any woman that want to have a discussion on this particular topic. I've reached out to Miss Anya, a fellow YouTuber. Hopefully, we can get her on the show, and so she can, talk and kind of tell us how she feels, further with somebody that actually studies this. So, man, we just trying to get more material out to y'all, different perspectives that you're not necessarily hearing in your news today. And this is definitely one that it's all over the internet, but I haven't necessarily seen it on television. So, I just wanted to, touch on that. Um, this is a very touchy subject. I hope y'all, if you don't like it, you know, shoot me a letter, shoot me a line, tell me what you think, what points I missed out on, and where else that we should go with this or whatever. But this is actually a discussion that I don't think is going away, and as black people, I think it has a lot to do with us, and we should probably pay attention and get on the side, because even if you don't choose a side, you have chosen the side. So do everybody do your due diligence and read up on this and get back with me. This is Martin E. Sims, Young Lion the Leader, DeMarcus Hopkins, the Chosen
Yes, sir.
Vessel. And we want y'all to like, subscribe to our channel, Barbershop Sports Politics, and we out. Subscribe.